Your story might be the very thing someone needs to hear in order to keep going. Hi, I'm Shara, and you're listening to Life Stories. Hi, friends.
Hello, friends.
I have a special guest with me this evening. He doesn't have any idea what we're talking about.
How special am I?
You're very special. He is my husband. So I put a note on Facebook on my stories, and I asked if I was going to do a podcast with you, what we should talk about.
Oh, you did?
One of your employees said, "You're amazing employees."
I should talk about my amazing employees. Okay.
I'll tell you who it is later.
Well, this is great.
No, what I was going to suggest that we talk about is tell me 5 things that you're thankful for recently. I mean, I try to be thankful for things every day. I know you do too. But recently, 5 things. And I'll go first so you can think.
That sounds great.
I want to say that I'm very happy that you realize this is a lot harder than it looks. And that made me feel really good.
It's extremely difficult.
When you're not used to it.
Yes.
Okay. Made me feel good.
Well, that's good.
That. We had our grandkids for the weekend. That would be one of my number one things.
My number one also.
I love when they're here, even if it's for one night or not even
Hello,
24
Penny.
hours. Hello, Penny. Even though I'm exhausted when they leave, because I don't say no very often, which is my own problem, but I'll deal with it. I don't care.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You thrive in that environment.
I love them. They're fun.
They are. They bring new life to parents. They're a reward for hard work with the original kids.
Right?
And you get all the benefits of spoiling them.
Yes.
Without as much discipline, even though we have a form and we have rules in our house.
But they're just naturally good kids.
They are. They have great parents.
They have great parents that make sure they stay in line. But if my daughter's listening, I won't tell her which one of her girls said this, but one time I said no, and I don't even remember what it was for. They wanted to do something, and we just couldn't do it. And I said, no, I don't think we're going to do that. And one of them said, but you're my grandmother, and you do whatever I want.
That
I was
is
like,
awesome.
well, she's not wrong.
She is not wrong.
I don't say no unless I absolutely have to.
I remember when we first, I don't even think it was with our grandkids. It was with our nieces, which I miss my nieces.
Yes.
When they came over to spend the night.
Oh, yeah.
A few nights.
I remember that.
And they asked me
Yes.
what the rules were, or what time did they have to go to bed. And I said, you're at Uncle A and Aunt Shara's house. There are no rules in going to bed. You can stay up as late as you want.
They were very excited about that. And they were young.
I love your rules.
Yeah. They were young.
They were.
That was
precious.
fun.
They're still precious.
They are now, but they're teenagers and they're busy and they don't get to come out here like I would like.
It's okay. That time will come.
They will. So what is your number one thing you're thankful for?
I'm thankful that I am finally a member of a golf course.
That's a good thing.
It's a big deal. It's for my
you,
mental health and my physical health. I've put aside every Saturday morning when it's still cool outside to go play either by myself or to connect with men from our new church or not in my church. I've grown to love the mornings and the evenings in nature. Of course, the middle of the day, it's easy to be inside an air conditioner, and I still think that's the number one invention ever is air conditioning.
Oh, in Texas it sure is.
Hallelujah. I love the newness of every day. I'm thankful for things like listening to the birds outside wake up, watching the sun wake up, and the world, and then I love the evenings. That's what I'm thankful for. Is
that 1, 2, and 3 for you?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay. Well, do I get to go ever again? Or
oh, it's your turn. Go ahead.
I know you're thankful for a lot.
I am.
I'm thankful for today. I got to take our youngest son to the water park. You know, we have a grown son who does have autism, but he's healthy and he's smart and he's able to stay home by himself. He doesn't need a caretaker and he can function on his own. I mean, he's pretty high functioning, but he is a blessing and he makes me laugh every day and he is fun to be around and doesn't mind hanging out with his old mom, which I'm thankful for.
He is special.
It was a great day at the water park. We had fun.
That's great.
Yeah, while you worked.
That's why I work. But there's more. I mean, I'm thankful for the Lord showing me again that He's in control and I'm not at my job.
Mm-hmm.
When you least expect it, something you've been praying for over a year walks in your door and says, I'm interested in a job. And I was like, okay, let's go ahead and apply online and we'll set up an interview. And it's just neat to see that the Lord answer prayers.
Right.
But the less I try, the more He does. And that's just a repetitive pattern. I'm thankful for those moments where I just get surprised on something that maybe I've given up on or I just don't think about anymore.
That's good.
He shows me He's real.
Mm-hmm.
Again and again.
Again and again. I am thankful for, I don't know, number 3,
Okay.
I think. Your lines have kind of blurred. So.
I'm wordy.
Yes, I know that.
Long-winded.
Yes,
Yeah.
you are long-winded.
That's me.
I'm thankful for these opportunities I keep getting to talk to amazing people on this podcast. I've got 3 different people in the next few weeks that have just amazing stories, and I am excited, and I want to have more. I would like to have one for every week, but it takes time to get there. So, but I'm thankful. I'm amazed at the people that I'm getting to talk to, and
Absolutely.
yeah.
Well, this podcast, I'm thankful for this podcast. I'm thankful that I'm speaking on it for the first time since it started, but that's not your fault because I did not ask.
Well,
But
I didn't realize you wanted to be on the podcast.
God's timing's perfect. And I'm thankful for what this podcast is providing for the world. And I've always seen the voice that you have in my life, in my kids' lives, in my family's lives, and in the lives of your friends. But now the world gets to see how good of listener you are and how good of a friend you are. And your life stories are shared through this podcast, but the people that you have inspired to come on has encouraged me. Every single one of them have encouraged me. And I've learned something more about you, and I'm thankful for that I didn't even know before.
Like what?
Number one, just how good you are at conducting interviews. I'm like you could work in the HR department.
Oh,
at
I
our
would
place,
never want to
and
do
you would,
that.
I know, but you would thrive.
Ugh.
You're just good at making somebody feel comfortable in an environment that is intimidating, to think about all the millions of people that could listen to you one day. And you provide that comfort level for them to come into this environment and share their life story. And really, I think by the time that they're done with it, they feel like they've known you for years.
I hope so.
I know they do.
I hope so.
And it's special. And I'm like, I'm married to that girl. I'm married up. There's no doubt.
I am thankful that I get to go see Thomas Rhett next week.
Is it next week?
It's next week. Kylie texted me and told me where we're going to go eat dinner ahead of time.
Yes.
And it's next week. I can't believe it.
Absolutely.
I'm so excited.
You want me to tell them the joke? The 2 rules that I gave to you?
No, I do not.
Oh, okay.
I want you to tell them the rules.
All right.
We're going to have fun. We're not crazy. We're going to have fun.
I would like to be a little mouse and watch
No.
my daughter and my wife
You wouldn't.
scream like little teenage girls at a concert.
No, you wouldn't.
I would. It would be funny.
Well,
I'm happy for you.
I'm very excited.
And I'm still wondering what I'm going to get you for your birthday.
Oh, I can make you a list.
Well, that's good. What's cool is that you are turning 49.
You didn't need to say that. I'll take that out of here.
Oh, man.
I think you're thankful. I think you're more thankful for Penny than I am.
Yes. I mean, that's an everyday affair.
Penny is our 1-year-old golden retriever.
Yeah.
And we got her because we have a 15-year-old dog that we didn't think was going to be around anymore, but he's still around. I mean, I'm not complaining, but we just didn't know he was going to live this long.
Right.
And he's still here. But Penny is definitely a member of the family, and I think you are worse than I am at spoiling her and loving her. I really do.
I am.
I'm surprised. It has surprised me.
We are those dog
But she
people
loves
now.
you. I mean, she really loves her daddy.
Yeah. Part of it is because I have time for her, and I didn't have time in the past for everyone
Right.
demanding my attention, with just the fatigue of school and raising 3 little kids and
Right.
trying to be a great husband for you and be a committed Christian and going to our fellowship and serving the community, and it's overwhelming. And I think now time has slowed, and I'm thankful for that.
Oh, yeah.
I'm thankful that days are long now.
Mm-hmm.
Even though every year comes faster, every day seems a little longer to me
Yeah.
because I appreciate it more. I mean, if we're going to go over our 5th thing I'm thankful for, I will say that if one of my employees was out there suggested for me to tell them how thankful I am for their for being their leader, I am extremely thankful. I have learned more from being a leader and a boss than I ever could being a staff member and or a team member. And I'm thankful that the Lord's blessed me with the ability to see different gifts in every individual that works underneath me, and I try to provide an environment where they can thrive and use their gifts to the best of their abilities is very rewarding to see.
Mm-hmm.
I don't get a chance enough to tell them how much I appreciate them unless we have a meeting, or I'll text them a message or message them in our computer software program, which is kind of cool because I am an encourager at heart.
You are.
I could brag
You're good
about
at
every
that.
one of them over and over and over again,
And you do brag about them a lot here. I mean, you tell me when you're thankful for, the things that they do that are so helpful.
we have a theme at our job where administration wants us to, when we have our meetings or when we have a sit down with employees, the first thing we talk about is how do you connect to your purpose? Why do you come to work every day?
Right.
Why did you pursue the profession that you did? And give us a rewarding story that recently. And when I hear those connect to purpose stories from my staff, it encourages me to keep going.
Mm-hmm.
My biggest connect to purpose is that I enjoy leading people. As stressed as I may look,
It's just your gift.
It is.
It's easy for you. You do it well.
It hasn't always been easy, though. But I'm excited for the new opportunities to spend more time with them, more administrative time with them, and not treat patients all day long, and watch them grow as therapists and provide them with more tools to be better therapists. It's definitely been an incredible journey being a physical therapist. I think I've counted how many one-on-one conversations or interactions I've been blessed to have. I think over close to 20,000 different individuals.
Since you started working.
Yeah, since I graduated college, to evaluate and treat. And you can't replace experience.
Right.
You can't put a value on meeting with people for 45 minutes to an hour, listening to their problems, their pains, and formulating a plan to make them feel better.
Yeah.
It's a very rewarding field, and it's hard to get into. It's hard. It's competitive, but it's been a very rewarding experience. And I couldn't be where I am without my staff.
Right.
I love you guys, and
They don't all listen, I promise, but
they know I
think they
appreciate
do.
them. I think but
Some of them do, but
the way that I appreciate them the most, or show them appreciation, is by your amazing cupcakes.
yes, you show them appreciation by me making cupcakes for them.
Honey, can you make some
cupcakes for tomorrow?
How about some key lime pie? Sure, babe. They appreciate
that's funny.
you.
Well, I was going to say one more, but I'm going to say two more. I'm thankful for our kittens. We got 2 little kittens a few months ago, 2 or 3 months ago. We got them because we have snakes out here because we live in the country. And I've seen snakes at our house in the flower beds and things. So I wanted some cats. And I think they're 4 months old now. But they're very sweet. We got 2 of them. And they're just very friendly. They're a lot friendlier than I thought they would be. I mean, they let the girls rock them to sleep, and they will come climb in our laps, and they haven't scratched anybody. They're very sweet. So I'm thankful for the kittens. And then I'm also thankful for, this was my 1 year at the pregnancy center where I've been volunteering. And I'm very thankful that I have that opportunity to do that, because I was a teen mom. I know what it's like. And in fact, most of the women that I have met are not teenagers. Most of the women I have worked with are not teenagers. But they still need support system. Just because they're in their 30s or their 20s doesn't mean they have a great support system at home to help them.
No.
And, a lot of these women don't have moms that help out. They don't have moms that taught them how to do things that you need to know as a mom. And I have loved getting to talk to these women and listen to them and help however I can help. I don't have all the answers. But that has been a really big gift for me.
Well, really, that launched your confidence level into this podcast. I
That
mean,
was
you started
part of
that
it.
before you started this
I
venture.
did. It was kind of a
baby steps.
combination of a lot of things.
Oh, yeah.
Last year.
Well, if you had an extra thing to be thankful for, I have too. So, because when you were speaking, it reminded me of things that I've told you a lot lately, but is that I'm thankful that you believe in yourself enough to do this. Things like this, that you had the courage to get past your fears, things that try to hold you down and prevent you from being who you were created to be. And the most rewarding thing about being in a marriage this long, which is 31 years, is to see the growth and the maturity and the freedom that you get to see your spouse thrive in. If you work as a team, you're going to get there.
Right.
As hard as it is to be married, is 2 different people, 2 different sexes living together, completely different personalities, but we complement each other so well. We've learned to embrace the differences, and I'm appreciative of that. To see you smile and to see you light up when you get to interview these people on your podcast and see that you contributed to giving them a voice to share their story is just one example. They get to see what I get to see every day, and I'm excited about that because you're the most special person in my life, of course.
Well, thanks.
And you're probably my biggest inspiration, besides God, of course. You're a gift. Everyone's a gift out there.
Right.
And everyone has a unique purpose and a plan and a destiny in their life that if they'll trust in the Lord, but they'll trust in the gifts that He's given them to do everything that they're created to be. Don't try to be somebody else. Be who you were created to be.
Right.
And feel that, nourish it. And it's a lot easier if you are married and you have a spouse that's for you. And I'm for you, baby.
I know you are. Thank you. Well, thanks for being on my podcast.
It was my pleasure. And
I won't wait 10 more months to ask.
Please don't. This was actually awesome. And I'm here whenever you need to fill that weekly space and you don't have somebody on your schedule. Just call up your hubby and I'll be here as a willing servant.
Thank you.
I love you.
Love you too.